Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net meets regularly on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.970 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Wes. My call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic, please call now. Hearing none, I'll move on to announcements. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at Lily's Restaurant in Monette. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, and you do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at Lily's will be Saturday, April 13th. Breakfast with the OARS Club for March will be at the Ham Fest. Then in April, we will be going back to the Angus branch in Monette to continue our regular rotation. More to follow. The OARS Ham Fest will be Saturday, March 23rd at the Mark at 822 West Mount Vernon Boulevard, Mount Vernon, Missouri. Setup begins at 6 a.m., breakfast starts at 7, and will open to the public at 8. More information is available at W0OAR.com. There will be an Aries meeting at 7 p.m. on the third Monday of the month at the Monette Police Department. The OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-Star net Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter net Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex net every Thursday at 8 p.m. on 146.460. This net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel, so if you want to see how you sound on the radio, or if you missed part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right, well, before we kick things off tonight, I wanted to tell Sean and Greg both thank you for helping out last night. What happened was my daughter had been helping me do some cable management underneath my desk, and we didn't even mess with the coax at all, but somehow or another when she was wrapping cables up with that coil type wiring loom stuff, she hit one of them, I guess, and it must have been like point to point instead of point into the space, and knocked it loose, and so it had about a half a turn that was loosened up, and obviously wasn't making a connection on the shield side of the coax. We got that fixed, and I've got perfect SWR now and back on the air and working. And so, oh, and anybody that's watching the live stream can see that I was experimenting with a new microphone cover earlier today. It was supposed to reduce the hiss, but I think it actually made things worse. So took it off and put it back in its cage. But in any case, we'll go ahead and see if we've got any short time or low power stations wanting to check in. One more call for short time or low power stations. All right, well, let's jump back up to the NetLogger then. We'll start out with one of the guys that helped out running the live stream last night, KE0MAD. Sean, how are you tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Wes, and everybody on the net. Doing pretty good. Enjoying this week off of work. Don't look forward to going back, but I'll have to. But anyway, I just wanted to also make that same announcement I made last night is fourth Saturday after the breakfast in April, we're setting up to go do a Club Parks on the Air event, and we're kind of back and forth between the park down in Shell Knob, the Mark Twain National Park, or up in Stockton. So we got good, the gazebo there, and got bathrooms and stuff close by. So anybody has any comments about that, where they'd prefer to go, one or the other, just get on the OARS Slack website on the POTA page and just make comments and tell us what you think. Or you can make comments on here. Either way. All right, Wes, back to you, K0MAD.
All right, John, thanks a lot for that. And yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I like the Stockton idea better if it's not too cold, but boy, last year in April at Stockton just kind of burned me out on that place. So I don't know. I'll just let everybody else decide, I guess. But appreciate you checking in tonight, and we will move on down to KB0RHA. Rich, how are you tonight?
Oh, pretty good there, Wes. Everybody on the net, thanks for doing the net anyway. Sounding good. Glad you got your problems all straightened out. Just working on some power supplies on my bench, on my test bench. Nothing else much going on. Putting some new meters in them. Anyway, that's about all I've got going on other than playing radio. Back to net control, KB0RHA73.
All right, Rich, thanks a lot for checking in, and appreciate it. I'll say 73 to you, and we'll move down to K0SQS. Harold, how are you tonight?
Just fine, Wes. Thanks for running the net. AE0OC, this is K0SQS. Had a great afternoon today. Played 18 holes of golf. The wind was a little strong, but we prevailed. So I can't ask for much better as far as weather was concerned. Anyway, nothing else going on. Back to you, K0SQS.
All right, Harold, yeah. It was a pretty day out today, that's for sure. Like you said, a bit windy, but not too bad. So, appreciate you checking in. Let's say 73. And we will move on down to KE6GAE. Dave, how are you tonight?
AE0OC, that's the net. This is KE6GAE. Oh, don't have a whole lot for that tonight. Yeah, it was a nice day working from home today. I did get outside and see a little bit of the weather. Working on the computer. Thought I was going to have to look for a different hypervisor, which everybody probably won't understand that, but got it all worked out. Hopefully after this weekend I'll have the computer ready. As soon as ICOM releases the new software, we'll get that done, and we'll get all the new stuff down there at the repeater site. Other than that, don't have anything else for the net. Thanks for running the net tonight, Wes. Back to net control. K6GAE, back to net control.
All right, Dave, thanks for checking in tonight. And thanks for all your work on the repeater stuff. We'll go ahead and move on down to WB9YTG. Tom, how are you tonight?
Well, thank you. Just remember to turn on the net, and there you were, 73 WB9YTG.
Well, Tom, we're always glad to have you, and don't make yourself scarce around here. Be sure and check in every week if you get the chance. And so, appreciate you, and we will say 73, and we'll go ahead and move on down to KA0SPM. Steve, how are you tonight?
Doing good, Wes. Good to hear and was out and got us a little bit of Freddy's for lunch, or well, I guess it's supper time now. But decent day, but I like the warm weather. I'm ready for more. So not much to report here, just surviving. So back to you, KA0OC.
All right, Steve. Yeah. Sounds like decent dinner to me. So I'm glad to have you on tonight. And we will go ahead and say 73 to you. And this is AE0OC. We're going to move on down next to KE0DGB. Jimmy, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, Wes. I'm doing real good. Hello to you and everybody on the net this evening. It's been a great day. I just played on the radio, and I got a new chair over the weekend for my radio desk, so I've been enjoying that as well. Other than that, nothing exciting going on. Thanks for running the net, Wes. KE0DGB, back to Wes.
All right, Jimmy, thanks a lot for checking in tonight, and we very much appreciate it. And I'll say 73 to you, and we'll move on down to KE0OTZ. David, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. This daylight savings time is really messing with me, and I had a quick thing for the other Dave. At work, we started evaluating Proxmox, so you might take a look at that for your hypervisor.
Dave, you want to throw a comment back in at him there?
Well, that's kind of funny because I'm actually looking at that, but I think I'm going to be able to get one of the last executables of the ISOs of VMware for the server. But yeah, I'm actually looking at and setting up a Proxmox server right now. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, David, did you have things further for the net?
No, I didn't. I'm enjoying this nice weather. Hopefully it holds out for a couple more days so I can get out to the park. But aside from that, I'll turn it back over to Net Control. This is KE0OTZ.
All right, David, appreciate you checking in tonight. And we'll say 73 to you and move on down to, well, we're at the bottom. So we are looking for some over-the-air check-ins for the OARS 2-meter net.
Kilo Alpha Zero Romeo Mike. WA6ALB.
All right, picked up two of you there. We'll start out with KA0RM. Bob, how are you tonight?
Hello, Wes and everybody. They're doing great. Beautiful sunny day here. Beautiful day. I got to take a couple loads out on ZZ Highway there at the farm, the new farms they got going. And then Thursday, well, Sean, if you're listening, I worked it out where I won't be there on the net again. I got to go to Indiana. Last night there, well, today, he talked me into it there. Well, it's going to be Friday, but I said I couldn't do it. But anyway, we're going to do it Thursday. Beautiful day, beautiful day. And Tom, if you're listening, why, we missed you at the club meeting Saturday night. I don't know if you just didn't come or you forgot about it, but we missed you there. Several of them wasn't there. But got the Hamfest coming up here 23rd, and we got 20 tables left. Didn't get any today in the mail, but we've been getting several of them here about every day there. But like I said, didn't get any yesterday or today. But hopefully we'll get all of them sold out here in another week, and we're doing good there. But anyway, everything's looking good. So looking forward to seeing you all at the
the Hamfest, yeah. Kill Alazelle, Radio Mike, 73 there.
All right, Bob. Thanks a lot for checking in. And we'll say 73 to you. And we will move on down to WA6ALB. Matthew, how are you tonight?
This is WA6ALB. Doing good. Thanks for doing the net. Hello, everybody, this evening. Bob, have a safe trip. It's been a good day. Loving the weather. Getting the ham shack sorted out and rearranged and getting it set up for getting on the air on HF and getting the 2-meter 440 rig set up. Some antennas installed. I'm about ready to punch some holes in the wall. I always kind of cringe at that a little bit, but you got to do what you got to do. And we start looking for a desk to put in there. Looking forward to that. Getting things sorted for the Ham Fest in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I can get rid of some of this stuff and make even more room. And went down to the nursery and picked up a couple of hardy hydrangeas for the front of the house. And a colorful, been kind of a straight drab, all green. We pulled out some bushes last fall and made room for the hydrangeas, so maybe it'll brighten it up a little bit. And went down there and looked around in the greenhouse. Man, they are stocked with plants. Never seen it that stocked. But anyway, so we're making progress. And otherwise, we'll see you guys at the Hamfest here in a little bit. Talk to y'all later, WA6LB.
All right, Matthew, thanks for checking in tonight. And we'll say 73 to you. And that puts down at the bottom of the list again. So do I have any further check-ins for the OARS 2-meter net? Looking for some check-ins for the OARS net. Yeah, these nice days make it a little hard to get people onto the radio, I'm telling you. I'm going to call out one last time before we shut her down. Looking for some more check-ins for the OARS net. All right, nothing heard there, so we are going to call it a net. Had a total of 11 check-ins. A little short compared to what we've been doing, but I can't blame people for wanting to be outside with the weather the way it is. And so hopefully we'll hear each and every one of you again next week, maybe with a few extras. So, and don't forget, of course, Thursday night about the Simplex net at 8 o'clock. So hopefully we'll hear you all there. This is AE0OC, and we're going to return the repeater back to normal operations.